Good morning and welcome to BrandsNow on Radionow 95.3 FM Lagos. Here, we essentially spotlight the brands, the businesses, the entrepreneurs that are doing amazing work in their fields. My name is George Natural Onwara, and it's a pleasure to have you join us. And also joining us this morning is none other than an interesting lady. Interesting because I'm looking forward to the conversation we're going to have this morning. Her name is Omolara Sani. She is the co-founder and the COO of Midddleman. Before I say welcome, why not Middlewoman?
I get that question a lot.
But all the same, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. So let's begin at the beginning. What is Midddleman? And what do you do?
So today we describe Midddleman as a platform that helps African businesses import from China with ease. So that is what we currently do today, but that is not where the journey started from. So as we go on, I guess I'll talk about where it all began.
Perhaps since you've already started, just go ahead and tell us the beginning.
So backstory, my co-founder and I used to run e-commerce businesses. So we were doing that while building our marketing careers on the side. So we would typically buy products from China, bring them into the country, run Instagram ads, Facebook ads, and sell. And throughout that period, about 5 to 6 years, the major problem that we faced was that of trust. People did not trust us. They wanted to see the product first before they pay. The payment on delivery, voila, right? So 2023, we decided that it was time to solve this problem with technology. So we built Midddleman, hence the name Midddleman, right? So we built an escrow payment platform to hold the money for both parties, for the vendors and the buyers. So when the buyer is satisfied, the vendor can come to claim their payment. But 3 months into launching that product, we discovered that the market wasn't ready for what we had built. They didn't trust the vendor. They also did not trust Midddleman. We were pretty new in the market, no brand credibility, equity, and all of that. And also because we did not have a lot of money to do the level of marketing that would get us there. So we decided to play more to our strength, which is the China-Africa trade. We've done that for about 5 to 6 years. So we knew that there are other problems along that value chain for us to solve. So last year in May, we decided to start facilitating payments between China and Africa. And so businesses would typically come to the platform, convert their Naira to Chinese yuan, make payment for their goods. But over the last 4 or 5 months, the vision has evolved, and now we are doing more than just payment. So it's an entire process from sourcing, payments, procurement, logistics, every single tool that you need to import products from China to Nigeria today is available on Midddleman. So
what if I don't want to import, but I want to push out, I want to export? Do you offer that?
No, we don't. But it's something that we see ourselves evolving into in the next, say, 5 to 6 years. But right now, we are solely focused on imports.
Talk to us about some of the challenges that you feel. I know you've talked about the issue of trust, which is understandably a major challenge. But is there any other challenge really that you've actually experienced or faced doing business here?
I think definitely the another major challenge would be the talent. So for my co-founder and I, we are both non-technical. We both have marketing backgrounds. So when we conceived the idea, when we wanted to build it, we had to look for somebody who is technical, can write the codes. And we were met with people that would collect your money, keep posting you. And so they delayed a lot of the development of the product. And so at the end of the day, we had to make a decision to bring someone on board full-time to be part of the team rather than outsourcing the development of the product.
So you hired?
Yeah, we hired.
Interesting. Did he solve the problem?
Definitely did, yeah. The same person is still with us 2 years later.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I really wonder, though, what's the process? Talk to us about the process of actually importing from China using your platform.
Okay, so I would first describe what the reality was before Midddleman, right? So for a lot of the businesses that we serve today, they would typically buy from e-commerce marketplaces in China, like 1688, Pinduoduo, Taobao. A lot of these platforms are in Chinese. They don't understand what they are buying. So what they would do is take screenshots from the app, go into Google Translate, try to understand, go back and forth, trying to understand what they are buying. But what we have built today is an AI sourcing assistant that helps them to first understand what they are buying. So they typically just go to 1688, copy a link, come into the Midddleman app, paste it, the AI translates the entire page to them, the product description, supplier review, shows them the cost in Naira, and then they understand what they are buying, right? Then we built an AI chatbot on top of that, and then they can even query the product page for we ask the material the product is made of, if it's quality enough for them to buy, the minimum order quantity, what it costs to ship it to Nigeria, like anything at all that they want to know about the product, they can ask the AI. Then on top of that, we are now building an agent network of procurement, a network of procurement agents who are based in China. So what you typically see people experience is what I ordered versus what I got. Not necessarily because the supplier set out to scam them, but because they did not just understand what they were buying before making that payment and getting it here. Sure. So the idea is for us to help bridge that gap of trust by connecting them with agents who are based in China, can go into the factories for them to do quality checks and ensure that what they are buying is exactly what they are going to get. And then the payment, of course, is still there. And also, we are integrated with a third-party logistics company that can also help you ship the products down to the country.
So I'm curious as to how this is actually different from a service like, say, Google Translate, for instance. Yeah. In fact, some of these apps actually have these features actually incorporated, right? Because you talked about 1688 and some other platforms, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're trying to order from these platforms, you can simply translate it to English. So what's the special offering that should make me buy using your own platform?
So the thing is, businesses that buy from Nigeria, they are mobile first, right? So you won't see them carrying a laptop just because they want to order from 1688. Number one, it's not convenient for them. Some of them don't even own a laptop in the first place. And that is the only place where you can directly translate 1688 using the Chrome extension, right? It translates and then you're good. But a lot of them still use the mobile app, which today is still not translated into English. And again, Google Translate would just typically translate the page in English. You cannot ask Google Translate how much is it going to cost me to land 50 pieces of this product to Nigeria, right? You can't do that. But the major value that we currently offer today is not even the AI products, right? Is that trust, that access to agents in China that can help them do quality checks and ensure that they are not buying what they are not going to be able to sell when it gets into the country.
That's interesting, really. Somebody listening right now will think, well, that's going to cost a lot of money, or is it not?
To build?
Not to build, really, understandably, of course.
Yeah.
Building will cost money. I'm talking about if I want to use your service. It kind of sounds a little pricey, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. So we basically just charge a percentage of the amount of goods that you're trying to import. And it also depends on the level of involvement for us, right? If we are just buying from the website for you, you're sending us a link, we charge just 5%. But if we are going into the factory for you, or we are branding the product for you and doing those factory quality checks, then it's 10% of the total amount, which is a lot cheaper than what you would get from traditional agents here.
Does this also mean that you actually take care of, all the other fees that will probably accrue if you're importing stuff, especially in quantity, right? Help me with that. Does that apply? No.
So just that 10% is what you're going to pay for, for the service. And so you just give us the Naira. You don't have to bother about how to convert it to Chinese yuan. We handle all of that process. Oh,
interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, talk to us about your platform. What's the web address?
www.midddleman.co, but it's middleman with 3 Ds.
With 3 Ds?
Yeah.
Something is coming to my head, but I'm not going to say it. But why 3 Ds?
It's nothing deep, to be honest. It's a case of, you wanted to buy a domain name with 2 Ds. It has been taken. What else do you do? Add a D, make it 3, be the D in the middle, and it just sounded cool. So.
Oh my world, that's really interesting though.
Yeah.
Middleman with 3 Ds. Maybe you should spell it out, please.
www.midddleman.co.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So once anybody goes on that platform there, they're going to get access to all the information and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right? And talk to us about social media. You're on social media.
Very, very active on social media, personally, and the brand as well.
Talk to us. Give us your platforms, or your handles rather.
So you find us on Instagram at Our Middleman, again 3 Ds. Twitter as well, Our Middleman. TikTok, our middleman, then LinkedIn, just middleman.
I like how you personalize it. Our middleman.
Yeah.
Interesting. It evokes emotion and ownership and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So talk to us about the future. You already started talking about it earlier, right?
Yeah.
So in 5-10 years, what exactly are you looking to achieve? Where are you headed?
So in 5-10 years, I definitely see first middleman in other African countries. So we have built a platform now that is easily scalable and can be replicated anywhere, right? Today, anybody from anywhere can use our AI sourcing assistant. We can connect anyone to a procurement agent. So I see us expanding across Africa. But in, say, 7 to 10 years, I then see us doing both import and exports. But even for imports, I see us expanding beyond China. Right now, our focus is just on China. But there are other Asian markets that are coming up as manufacturing hubs, like Vietnam, Indonesia, India as well. And so we see ourselves expanding to that market as well, helping people import from there. And then export as well. We see a future where Nigeria becomes more focused on production, and then there's a need to also connect manufacturers here who are producing for the world to buyers as well. So yeah, it's going to be a two-way street at some point.
Two-way street at some point.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you a one-way question at this point. All right, there's a young person listening to you right now who's probably looking to start up a business or go into entrepreneurship and whatnot. What's the advice that you will give to this person listening now?
I think the first advice is to start without sitting on the idea for too long. I feel like if we had started much earlier, we would have gone further than we have now. It would have probably been even easier to do a lot of things. And so once you have the idea, just start. And again, the barrier to entry has reduced a lot now. With AI, you can easily whip up an MVP, test with users, get feedback, and improve, yeah. So just start, don't sit on the idea.
Why do you think it's important to not sit on the idea for too long? I'm curious.
Because the best way to learn is by doing. If you just sit on it, you're not getting feedback. There are a lot of things that you will only understand when you actually start. The users will give you feedback that will inform how to build the product, how to sell the product, and all of that, yeah.
Very interesting. Don't sit on the idea for too long. I think it's a very important takeaway, really, because sometimes you can even develop cold feet over time.
Yeah.
You know, and besides, while you're sitting on it for too long, somebody else will actually get the idea and execute it. Interesting, right? Anyways, we really do have to go. Well, if there's one last thing you have to say about your business and your brand, what will that be to the listener and the viewer?
It would definitely be for you to watch out for middleman. A lot of great things is going to come. Follow us on social media. Talk to businesses about us. If you know anyone that buys from China, tell them middleman is the best platform for them to use. Yeah, just watch out for our greatness. Thank you.
Awesome. I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure talking to you. We've been talking to Omolara Sani, the co-founder and COO of Midddleman. Not Middlewoman. Anyway, thank you to you too as well for listening to us here on Radionow 95.3 FM Lagos. That's all we have time for on today's edition of BrandsNow. And just so you know, you too are welcome to tell us about your brand, what you do, why you do what you do, and why people should actually patronize you. All you have to do is send an email to marketing@thisisradionow.com. That's marketing@thisisradionow.com, and use the subject BrandsNow, and someone will reach out to you, and you too will be on this seat. It's not a hot chair or hot seat as the case is, and you just be here telling us what you do and why you should be patronized. We'll see you again next week. Stay tuned to Radionow 95.3 FM Lagos. We go beyond the news.